Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Trickett, and yes, this is another amazing edition of Wake Up with Trickett. I hope all you guys are doing well. It is Throw It Away Thursday, guys, and look, on this Throw It Away Thursday, don't put up, don't put up with people trying to belittle you, people trying to do less for you than you would ever do for them. Reject that junk. Don't put up with it, guys. You got people out here that think that they don't need to respect you on that same level that they respect others, because they're not respecting, and most definitely they're not treating everybody the same. Let these karmics, because that's what they are. They're karmics. That's what a karmic is. Somebody that doesn't bring joy, doesn't bring love. They bring frustration. They try to throw you off of your game. They give you half truths. They're not honest. They do things behind your back. Speak to people you don't think they're speaking to. All kinds of crazy stuff. Like, these are karmics. And they could be your family members, your mama, your daddy, sister, brother, cousins. It could be your friends. It could be your co-workers, your boss, anybody. It could be anyone. Karmics. Game players. But see, what they don't know is that when these karmics are messing with the chosen one, they have no idea. Your life is about to change. Yes, it is. It is. Because, see, this is what a karmic will do. They will try to give you some throw you up some junk. All right? Say, just throw you up some just some BS, okay? I'm trying to keep this PG. And then when you call them on it, if they don't run and hide or ignore you, cowards, and then they'll try to flip your brain, because they're not all touched in the mind, right? So they'll try to flip you and try to tell you something, like try to make you feel bad, knowing that all your stuff is jacked up, knowing that you ain't never done them like that, knowing that they even know they're lying. They even know it was half-assed. They even know. They know it was garbage. They know it. And then what a karmic will do, somebody not in their right mind, will try to convince you what they wouldn't do to no one else, because they wouldn't want to be embarrassed if they showed up like that. Somebody would be like, what the heck is this? But see, I could put you on blast right now. And spiritually, you couldn't even fade me. Neither one of you. But you know I'm not. Because I'm going to meditate on this. And I'm going to let the power that I work with continue to work for me. How's that? And whatever you work with, let it do what it do. But I'll always be the last man standing. So this is all I'm saying, guys. And you should have that same attitude too. That you will always be the last person standing, because you believe in doing people right. And when you do people right, you know what I know? Right comes back to you. But these same people don't hardly laugh, don't hardly smile, don't hardly have no joy in their life, always look pitiful, always look broken down, always look sad, always in gossip, always in negativity. That's why they're karmics. There's more negative than good. And then the crazy thing is, they try to convince you of the garbage that they gave you. They try to convince you that it was good. Like, oh, something's wrong with you. Like, what are you talking? And you're looking at you like, you know what, demon? You know what, demon? You can't touch me. I'm protected. So you could try to use your because that's what that is. It's like brainwashing you. Like when someone knows they're wrong and they're trying to convince you that what you're saying is wrong, but it really is right. Because if the roles were reversed, they would be saying the same thing you're saying. But because the roles are not reversed and it's coming from the guilty party, And then, the guilty party is always going to try to do that brainwashing stuff, that karmic stuff, that satanic stuff. They're going to try to convince you that you're wrong. They're going to try to manipulate your mind state and make you think that they're right, and that all of a sudden the way you're looking at things is it's not the way you're supposed to be looking at it. Karmic. Don't even know it. Karmic. That whole mindset, that whole game playing. Karmic. Don't even believe in treating others like you would want yourself to be treated, because that would have never been thrown up to you. And you guys know you would never do these things. But it's probably all have happened to us, where people have tried to convince us of just things that are wrong and that we're right about, but they want to try to, do that witchcraft on your mind and make you think, no, man, you're wrong. No, that's not it. And then, right away, the low vibrational people, right away, they come with the name calling and they want to try to judge you. But they're doing all of that because they live in a low vibrational zombie state. That's why they live the way they live. That's why they never get better. That's why they have no belief and no faith. They have religion. That's why they did the junk they did, because they have religion. That's why these people do what they do. Because they don't have no moral values. They just do what feels good to them. They just do whatever serves their best interests, guys. So you know what? You send them love and light, because with a life and a mindset like that, they're not going to have no good days coming ahead of them. They're not going to have no fun and happy days. Don't believe me? Look at the people that have done you like this. How happy do they look? How often do they smile? How positive are their conversations? How often do they talk about people? How often are they trying to tell people what's wrong with them, or how to fix them, or what not to do, or what to do? And their life is garbage. They have no success nowhere in their life. No faith, no belief, nowhere in their life. But then they're going to try to Dr. Phil you. You can't get mad at them, because that's retardation thinking. And that has nothing negative to go out against anybody that may have any mental conditions like that. I'm saying for these people, they choose to pick up these spirits to be like this, and then try to convince you that you're wrong, and then that garbage they threw up at you, that was acceptable. Well, if it's acceptable, you go do that somewhere else. And let's see how acceptable it is, and you're going to find out that they even know it's not acceptable. They're liars, okay? Straight out, they're lying. They're not really being honest with you. They're not. They're not really being honest. They're not. But they're trying to convince you that they are. See the witchcraft in that? See the witchcraft in that? I'm going to try to convince you of something that I know was wrong, and because of my pride, and because they carry pride, all the karmics carry pride, and because they have pride and ego, they won't say, I'm sorry. They won't say, you know what, you ain't never done me like this. I'm not going to do you like this. They won't do anything. They'll pop in unannounced. Run in like they running from the popo, and run out within less than 10 minutes, maybe 7 minutes flat. They'll run in and out of your life and try to act like they did something. They didn't do anything. They're confused. They're confused. They're stuck on religion. And so they're just stuck in this cycle. Watch them next year. They'll be like this if they're still living. Watch them the following year. They'll still be like this. If they have not awakened and changed their toxic mindset, they'll still be like this. While you, on the other hand, will be growing mentally, spiritually. You'll be growing in patience and love. You'll be growing because you'll be cutting ties of people that are toxic. You'll be cutting ties of people that don't have your best interest at hand. You know, somebody that doesn't have your best interest at hand, that's somebody that really don't even like you. Serious, straight up. Somebody, if they hear somebody, they're talking on the phone, or they're having these conversations, or whatever the case they may be doing, and if anything is about you, and they're not telling you, When you bust their bubble, you cut them off for life. For life. You expose them and you cut them off. You don't let the karmics stay in secret. You expose them and then you cut them off. Let them kick, cry, scream, whatever they do. They're karmics. They have issues. So let them do whatever they do, and you could care less. You just keep on moving. You just keep on going. You just keep on minding your business. You just keep on staying positive, treating people right. Not trying to doctor feel people when you have nothing to prove. You haven't been through nothing. You don't have no victory stories. So, don't allow people that have not paid the price, that has not went through it, to try to doctor feel you and try to tell you what you need to do, and they haven't even done it. They haven't even done it. Don't have the strength to do it. They don't have the strength, nor do they have the faith or the belief to do it. They're full of doubt, worry, complaining. There's more negative in their cut than positive. They'll lash out and say something crazy at you faster than they will be able to restrain themselves, because it's more of negative in them. They're filled up with more negative. Just look at their life. They're always going to be sick. They're always going to be dealing with medical issues. They'll always have jealousy in them. They'll be jealous of you. They'll be jealous of you. If you're doing anything, they'll be jealous of you. It's karmics. That's what they do. They're haters. And they might even be like, there's the kind of people they see them, you'd be like, when you see them, they'll be like, oh, hey, what's up? It's all fake. You can read the energy. Karmics, they don't know how to disguise the energy, because you can't disguise energy. So, most people that they deal with can't read energy. So, they get away with their little karmic ways, their little fake stuff. But then when you come across people that can read energy, and then that game is done for you, okay? That's a short-lived lie right there. That's a short-lived story, because they're going to just let you talk and read you. They're going to feel you. They're not going to even hear what you're saying. They're going to feel your energy. And then based off that, they're going to make a decision. Because your intuition does not lie. Your intuition is God. It's your higher self. We've all had them feelings. Don't do this, don't do that. Who do you think that feeling is? That's your intuition. That's your higher self speaking to you. So look, guys, I don't care who it is, okay? I don't care who it is. Now, you can get caught up in your emotional feelings if you want, and hang out with these karmic, hang out with people that be gossiping behind your back, speaking bad behind your back. Hang out with these people that will be on the phone call talking about you, and when you see them, act like they don't even know nothing. Karmics. I'm talking some real this ain't even two-face. This is like multi-faces. They got so many faces, they don't even know who they are anymore. But all of that negative is going back on them. That's why their life is it's never going up. Talk to a karmic and see if his life is if it's on the uprise. If it's on the up, it must not have hit him yet. It must be at the beginning stages for him or her. Because that's not going to last too long. Because they're going to have to reap and sow. I'm trying to convince you of something that I know is not right. I'm not totally being honest when I know I'm not totally being honest. It's a no-brainer. But see, the karmics don't believe that God sees everything. These karmics don't believe that God lives in them. And then the intuitive people that are in touch with the spiritual side and meditate and stuff like that, depending on how high up you are on that food chain, he's going to communicate with you. He's going to communicate with you guys. And he's going to look out for you, because that's what he does. He's your spirit. He's your father. He's going to look out for you. He's the creator. He's going to look out for you because he sees that you are right in this conversation. We're not talking about who's right in their whole life. Let's break it down situation at a time. So what happened yesterday is yesterday. So let's just say what happened today, if something were to take place today. And then no matter what you've done or what they've done in the past, we're talking about today. A karmic will try to get you off and start talking about this and and they don't want to touch what because you're touching them. You know, that demon is like, you're touching me. But they ain't got to worry about it. All you got to do is just give it to your creator, give it to the one you believe in, and they'll take care of those people. Because whoever they believe in won't be strong enough. Won't be strong enough. Not if you believe in the right power. There's only one power. God power. That's it, bro. That's it. And there's nothing outside of that. So, I was always told that if you don't tell people how to treat you, and then they will treat you anyway. And that's what I'm saying. Don't let people just treat you anyway. Don't let them throw you up some junk and then act like that's what you would have done, knowing you never in your life would stoop that low because you're not low vibrational. Even at your lowest vibrational state, you were still way more higher vibrational than that. And like I said, guys, be careful. People trying to convince you of things that are not true. The same things that if you were to did to them, they would be going off, talking about how this is not respectful, or, you know, no thought went into this, no nothing. That's why they got karma coming to them. That's why this right here is going to be a lesson for them. There's no escaping this. You wanted to sow it, you planted it. I send you love and light to all the karmics. Because love is the strongest gift in the world. It cannot be defeated because love is God and God is love. So when I send love, I'm sending God. And if I'm sending love and light, then I'm sending God and love and all his authority. I'm not sending, I'm talking to him, but he's God. He's going to do what God does. But when you're connected, and then you can rest assured that all of this little trickery, half-truths, secrets, behind acting, they don't understand. These people just don't understand that there's gifts out here. That if you think you're hiding, you can't hide. There's just gifts people have. Spiritual gifts that apparently those in the lower vibrational realm have no clue about. So they think they can hide and they can't. They think they can do half-truths and they can't. They think they can try to brainwash you, do witchcraft on you. Let me show you another form of witchcraft too. Like, guys, be careful when you're telling people, you'll never be nothing. You know, you'll always be, this, and you'll always be that. That's witchcraft. See how they're saying it with all of that emotion? See how they're saying it with zero doubt in their mind? Yeah? You don't think God is seeing that too? Now, they can do it to try to curse you. They can do it for anything negative. This is the curse on the karmic, him or herself. Because they're using all of that authority, all that power, but for negative. So they planted a negative seed saying, this is how your kid or your child's going to come out. And all that seed's going to do is come back on them and affect them. And they're still going to be too slow to understand that it's karma coming back on them. Unless, God himself just opens their third eye and allows them to see, this is because you keep doing this too much. And you're doing it in a negative way. It'd be different if you're uplifting, motivating, encouraging, but you're not. So you're not representing me. You don't represent love and light. You represent you. That's who you represent. You represent negativity. You come from that world, that low vibration. You represent that low vibrational state of people. And guys, you got to cut them. I don't care who it is. Nobody should be that important to you to where you want their toxic ways in your life. If anything, love them at a distance. Send them a postcard every once a year. Hi, I hope you're doing well. And keep it pushing. You don't want their toxic ways. They don't want your positive ways. They don't want the way you view things. They don't want, even though it's in a positive light, even though it's proven that it has worked over and over and over and over again, and they have zero proof, but they're karmics. Fighting for the devil is a job. It takes a lot of energy out of you to uphold evil, to keep doing wrong, and then try to keep pushing it out there like it's right. It just drains you. It sucks the life out of you. Look at them. They look old. They age fast. They have no energy. They ain't jumping and running and bouncing because of all the negative thoughts that are always spinning here and all of the negative coming out of here. How you gonna, who do you got on your side? Really? Who? I want to know, because you can't produce anything. So you're not even nobody to be worried about. You can't produce anything. You might have to look for a practitioner, get some help. You know what them people do that run to the dark side when they can't get it done, but then when they come up against that chosen, then they find out he got all them angelic beings and everything watching him, the universe protecting him. Ooh, and then it's just more karma. And it only gets worse. Jobs gets lost. Money goes down. Who knows? It just keeps going down. It just keeps going down. May lose a home, may lose a car. May get sick. May lose a loved one. Who knows? So I don't even play the game. I don't even play with it. I don't play with it. I know God is real and I don't have to see him. I see him through everything I see. I didn't make it. And then last time I checked, nobody else claimed to make it. So that rules everybody else out on the planet, right? That they did all this architect. So guys, just be careful. If you got to work with these people, and then keep the conversation to just business, unless they're allowing you to drop some knowledge that can help elevate them, motivate them, get them out of their karmic cycle. Everything that spins, that's them. They're always the same. Every day you see them. Every once in a while they may ha ha ha, but that's so far in between that you can tell that, yeah, because all that negative that they watch, that they talk about, that they speak about, that they do, it's draining them. It's literally draining them, guys. Looking tired, feeling old. Whew. Taking a lot just to get up. Really? All that can be switched around if the mindset gets switched around. And the toxic ways and the secrets and half-truths and trying to brainwash you with witchcraft, either by telling you you're not going to be something or by trying to convince you of some garbage that they throw up, and then they want you to look at it like it's Beverly Hills or it's 5-star. And they're talking to somebody that's used to that living. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to try to come up with some, whatever they come up with for you. You've done a lot for people. You guys have done a lot for people. And then when it came to you, they did not respond back the same way, not even close to the same way. Not even close. And that's because you have no ego. And that's because you don't have any pride issues. You don't have a problem probably saying sorry. These people all do. Oh man, saying sorry is tooth and needles and pulling nails and everything for them to say that. But these would be the same people up in church every Sunday. Now, what Jesus do you love if Jesus is love, the real Jesus is love? And if you love Jesus and then you're missing some elements right now, a whole lot of them. If you sat down and talked to him, but you know how I know it's the wrong Jesus? I'll tell you why, guys. Hold on. It's because if you really truly believe God lived in you, if you really truly believe he sees everything, really, would you really be doing half the stuff you're doing? Now, I'm not saying to be perfect. None of us are perfect. I'm far from perfect. But what I'm saying is you're not sitting in a karmic cycle though. You're not here on some messed up stuff, trying to mess people over, trying to convince people of stuff, trying to get up and gossip, trying to tell people what they shouldn't be doing, what they don't need, what isn't good for them. And who are you? And you're doing all that for somebody else behind their back, because that's what karmics do. A real man, a real woman, a real friend, a real loving relative would come to you and say, hey man, this is what's up, because you know, we're cool and you're my people. So I'm gonna do what's right. But a karmic won't. So they'll reap bad relationship after bad relationship. They won't have no faithfulness in their life. Zero. Don't believe me, folks? Just watch them. I mean, we can pick one out and then just watch their life if you want to. I'm going to show you. You don't have to believe it now, but later down the line, you're going to be like, you know what? That guy was really telling the truth. Why? Because I went through it now, and now you're going to be like, oh, snap, I see exactly what he's talking about. I didn't see it back then. So you might have been looking at me crazy, but you know what? I'm so thick-skinned. None of that, it doesn't bother me. I'm Gucci with it. I understand there's levels to this game, and you got to get rid of your resistance and all that little stuff and your bad habits and all that. I get all that. But I'm just saying, guys, watch your environment, watch your circle, watch the people that are trying to convince you of things that you know that if it was them and it was on the opposite side, if the shoes was on opposite feet, they'd be looking at you like, what is this junk? Like, are you serious? So, you know, it is what it is. Send love and light. Distance yourself. And whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? But you know with your life, no matter what, you're going to be okay. Because you know you're not on that stuff that they're on. You know you're not on that negative chain that they're riding. And they're going to get all tangled up in it. That's why they look drained. That's why they're always sucked up. That's why they're always tired. That's why they're always unhappy. That's why life is never working out for them. That's why they're always complaining. That's why they're always dealing with some kind of sickness. It is what it is, guys. If that life intrigues you, and then you keep those people in your life, no matter who they are, mama, daddy, sister, brother, I don't care who it is, friend, co-worker, I don't care who it is. Hear this clearly. If they do not have your best interest at hand, your highest interest at hand, meaning what? Meaning if they know something and it can help you, or you need to know, or even if it's about you, and all of a sudden the karmic, they feel that they need to be all of a sudden your private spokesperson or whatever, positive or negative. It's not going to be positive. That's why they're not telling you, because it's negative. You know what? The karmic's going to be cursed. That's biblical. That's scripture. They're going to reap what they sow. I don't care what excuse they gave. They're going to find out who is real and who isn't. And you guys will find out who is real and who isn't. Because when you see how the universe shows up for you, and he clears that path for you, and he removes those people, and he keeps you in peace, and he keeps you in joy, and he keeps you prospering, he keeps you, you'll go through your tests and trials, yeah. The difference is you'll come out of them quickly, where they'll be stuck because they won't even know how to get out of it, because their thought process is keeping them in it, and they have no idea that that's what it is. It's their karmic cycle, their karmic ways that they don't want to stop. Let them be. Hey guys, I'm Trickett. You guys are all amazing. I'm sending you love and light. Bye. And do what you do, and do it well. I do it with a smile. I salute the greatness and the divinity, guys. That's my 7 chakra salute. bam, and topping it off with the crown. You guys are awesome. Deuces.